All right. So pretty much, if you guys don't know, Hallyu is ZZ, Rick, and yeah, that whole crew. You either know them or you don't. You're either friends with them or you're not. One of the two. You know. And then we got the ex-Gosu crew. As you can tell by the name, they are the ex-Gosu team. They lost that sponsorship, given to Captain Planet instead. And Bulba, I'm not sure. Bulba left the team, and pretty much as it's going, like right now, he's in limbo, and he's gonna be joining EG. I think maybe it's not confirmed. It's just pretty much rumors going around. I was actually asking Bulba about that earlier, but I don't think he's responded yet. But yeah, let's. Sorry, I'm gonna go ahead and pop open the chat. I'm just interested to see how many of you guys joined us from the Play for Dota 2. Oh yeah, we got a big 13 viewers. That's awesome. So in other words, nobody followed us from that cup. That's fantastic. Oh well. Anyway, we got bands coming down. We got Leshrac, Chen being banned out, and Invoker Lycan. So nothing special, nothing too absurd. But Scissor. Oh, that's right. We also got the Star Series going on right now. Star Series LAN. Forgot about that. We got the finals.
Okay. All right, so we have a few of the bands coming out so far. We've got the Invoker band, Lycan band, Lone Druid, Leshrac, Chan, and Morphling. Morphling being the standout band here, not usually banned. I've seen Lone Druid plenty of times, but never Morphling in the first three bands. What do you feel about that?
Yeah, no, I'm not a big fan. I'm never a big fan of Morphling in general. Like, Hari and I have the same opinion on a lot of things involving Dota 2, and both of us are not really big fans of Enchantress. Well, me, I think. And both of us aren't really fans of Big Morphling. I mean, he's great early game. He's one of the few carries who could do a lot of damage early on in that laning phase. But then he teeters out in the mid game, and you really have to get two big items, not including Lincolns. If you go for that Lincolns build, you have to get another two big items on top of that before you can really start coming in and do work. You either go for pretty much a damage build, or you go for the Chocolate Morphling build, which is rather fun to see. That's the only time that I enjoy Morphling, is going shotgun Morphling, and that's just hilarious and fun. We got Nature's Prophet being first picked, of course, not surprised by ex-Gosu, and then we have Windrunner and Tidehunter being picked up by the Hallyu team. Tidehunter is so strong, so not surprising either way for the first three set of picks so far, but Scissor, what's left in the pool here?
Venomancer is going to probably be one of the next two picks. He is one of the strongest heroes around for AoE, and one of the best early games in the game. And then, if he ever has a hard time, he can just start leveling up those wards a little bit more and go into the jungle and get some free levels. You often see it happen, and I'm really expecting to see a pickup on him. Sand King is still in the pool, which is a huge thing, and Leshrac are still in there. I'm expecting to see a variation of those three heroes being the next three pickups. Or Tinker, since the US really like to play Tinker. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm interested. It would be interesting to still see Tinker after they took away that whole accidental buff where they had basically March of the Machines doing way too much damage. They were moving too fast. There were too many of them, and they were doing too much damage. I think it was all three of those factors. Something about all three of those was doing way too much damage for Tinker.
And I'm completely wrong.
All right.
Not a single one of the three.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised. I mean, Mirana, interesting enough, you don't normally see her. She's normally a nice 4th, 5th pick. You don't normally see her being banned out in the second set of bans. Usually, live teams have a lot of more important things on their mind. So a lot of times you can just save Mirana for your 4 or 5 if you want to pick her up. But ex-Gosu feeling she is strong enough to merit a third pickup before the next set of bans. I don't see anything special right off the bat about the Mirana pickup. I don't see anything special about their lineup that would hint that Mirana's some big pickup here. I'm really interested. A couple of heroes haven't been picked up. Panda. Half the time, Panda has been picked up in the first set of picks or has been banned out in the second set of bans. And every single time I'm surprised to see him make it through those first set of picks. Every single time. Shadow Demon's another hero who has not been banned out yet, but we haven't seen as much Shadow Demon as I would love to see. I love Shadow Demon. He's such a powerful hero.
Now, one thing I do want to point out about the Dire lineup is that they have the possibility of doing a level 1 Roche, since Arrow now actually hits Roshan.
10 seconds.
It actually hits Roshan, so they have the possibility of doing a level 1 Roche. They have the Treants to tank. They have the they have the Howl to make the armor go lower. They could actually do Roche if they wanted, if they get a little bit more damage.
Wait, how long has it been since Arrow hasn't hit Roshan?
It was about 3 months ago. It was about 2 months ago that they fixed it, but you still haven't been seeing it. This hasn't been that way for a while. People just haven't done it. And I'm
in a level 1 situation. Okay. See, you said that, and I was like, what? Like, when did that change? That's always happened. But I guess if it was 2 or 3 months ago, that makes a lot more sense. But yes, you're right. We haven't seen it hardly. I've actually never seen it in a level 1 situation yet. That was very popular though back in the day. So maybe we will see that. Like you said, they definitely have a good setup for it. Right now, we're going to see Earthshaker and Beastmaster being banned out by Hallyu. Those initiators, I'm not really seeing anything special about that. Venomancer and Darkseer. Darkseer, another hero who made it through the first set of picks. That is surprising. Darkseer's been a very favorite. He grew in popularity over the last 2 weeks. Just so popular. Even some teams, Fabio being one of them, doing the Blink Dagger Darkseer. Hilarious, to say the least. I don't know, I guess it's just 616's fetish with Darkseer is a little creepy. But Enigma being picked up for xGosu, that's going to be their 4th pick. Now we're just waiting for Hallyu to respond.
xGosu is leaning towards a Sand King pickup. That would work perfect with their lineup. They can run an offensive tri-lane with Mirana, Vengeful Spirit, and Sand King have that arrow for extra stun damage. It's a very dominant lane. Then have Enigma solo top or Nature's Prophet solo top, and they've got really strong lanes.
Yeah, absolutely. And they have, unfortunately, like last game we were watching the Play for Dota Cup, the semifinals, we had Enro Griffins pulling out a Storm Spirit as their 3rd pick, and there were no stuns on the team whatsoever. This time, however, it's not the case. You've got the Vengeful Spirit, not a very reliable stun when it comes to Storm Spirit, because if he's able to, you can disjoin it. But still, they do also have the Enigma now, so that won't be a problem this thing. It was a huge problem for, who was the team? Enro Griffins was facing Devil Mice, or no, vice versa. Who beat who?
Devil Mice won.
I don't know. I'm so tired. It's going like the 6th hour of casting. I don't know. Devil Mice. So Enro Griffins did not have.
What?
Do it, Storm Spirit. Who won? Oh, my head.
Devil Mice did, but they just picked up Enchantress. I don't agree with that at all.
Whoa. Okay, so we're talking about Soul Lane Trion, Suicide Lane, Enigma, and we're talking about Enchantress pick. I agree, that's very odd. I really think Hallyu has a better team at this point. Unless they execute, their pushes really well, take them nice and early and get some good team fight items off of that, they're really risking being too squishy and losing the mid game. Just due to the fact, late game, obviously, it's going to be all about Ricky, and they're obviously not going to try and, offset that. They're going to go for the pushes early, and they're going to try and win the mid game. I'm just not sure how I feel about their lineup for when it comes to team fight.
Like, Enchantress will add a lot of pushing, because she does have the minute and 15 mark, when she comes in with 2 creeps, they can push it down a full tower if it's a solo run winner, and it should be in that situation. Like, that's a good part, but other than that, I don't really like the Enchantress pickup. I still think Sand King would be far better.
What do you think? Still level 1 Roshan? Still possible? Obviously they can do it. But do you think they still will do it?
No, not anymore. No. Sand King would have been able to help out with the stun, but now maybe. But I really don't see it happening anymore. It would have been really awesome to see.
Mm-hmm. We're going to see some more technical picks-ups from Hallyu, picking up the CM to babysit Riki. But other than that, go ahead.
But like every possible lineup can do level 1 Roche, in my honest opinion, if you just coordinate well enough. And just have a few extra salves. Like, honestly, any lineup can. but it's a lot easier with some. So they could still do it if they chose, but I don't think they will. Because they're not moving very quickly.
Yeah, indeed. Okay, now I'm just trying to set... Unfortunately, we're sitting off on the side because there are too many people spectating, and we've got too many casters going on. So, yeah, I'm just trying to set up so I can look at other people's items. That is so frustrating. I hope Valve fixes that soon.
Yeah. Well, we'll be really good at looking at Tidehunter's items.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. So CM already starting out with the counter wards right off the bat, so she's going to get some early wards. She's not even waiting for that 0 minute mark. A lot of teams, like to wait for 0 minute or even 30 seconds afterwards or a minute afterwards. This time, though, they're going to do the opposite and start off really early with those wards and get them out right away, no danger. And then on top of that, they'll be able to see any wards that go down after that. But it doesn't look like they're going to be throwing a very offensive ward at bottom. Ex-Gosu is definitely going to try and get up early first blood here. They were hoping to catch someone coming up through the lane, but as it stands right now, seeing Tidehunter don't go there right away. I don't know, I guess what they're expecting. Not sure with their lane unless they start moving back to bottom here soon. But, okay, there they go. Maybe? Yeah, they can't really leave Riki alone. I mean, first of all, even if they expected suicide lane Furion, which is, I believe, what they did expect. Even then, I'm not so sure about leaving Riki alone right away. Really, they should, if that did happen, they could force the Furion out for a couple levels and then leave Riki. But as it stands right now, we're going to see a potential first blood. 3 heroes going in. Haste being picked up. Mike Nike. There goes the stun. We're going to follow up with an arrow. Easy landing. Smurf's going to go down. So easy. Maybe not. They're leaned a couple more last hits here. Painted Gold. A few more. But 2. Tanky Corey's going to go down instead for the first blood. Now the Enchantress is trying to get out. And what was, I thought, was an easy first blood. It's completely turned around and last hit. Magic needs to get out. There goes the Gush. Can we get 2 hits? Tidehunter's going to throw 1. Crystal Maiden. There goes the other. And there it goes. Double kill for ZZ Red. Huge start out. First blood and a double kill. Amazing. And server's freaking out again. Sweet. Yeah, that's been happening all day long. So yeah, we got that whole thing going on. It's gonna be Nature's Prophet versus Windrunner in at top. It's gonna give the advantage to Windrunner. And Storm Spirit, I mean, that was pretty big. I mean, what is his items? And just how to take time, change the mode, click on him. I'm really surprised he didn't go down there. It's just, I don't know.
This is ours.
Well,
they weren't all jumping on him the moment he got stunned, really.
Vendor was taking the tower and then had to force back out, and then Enchantress were very far behind on that. She was pretty far behind, but there was already support from Tidehunter, from Crystal Maiden, who are going to be roaming this entire game. They're going to be roaming between probably bot and mid, since top is going to be an annihilation from Windrunner. Windrunner versus Furion is a landslide matchup in favor of Windrunner. Windrunner just wins that matchup very hard. So they're going to be roaming between bot and mid a lot.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They're going to throw, oh man, this Mirana take a lot of damage. She needs to be able to leap, but she already has an arrow level 1, so she's boned. With the Soyeon and Riki level 3, that failed first blood at middle just destroyed them, because now, no leap, they could just jump on this Mirana over and over and over again up until she does pick up that leap, and that's going to be a big problem right there. We are... I'm chasing out the Enchantress. Sorry, I was all distracted there. 3-0 already. I'm really surprised that Hallyu's doing so well. To be perfectly honest, I expected xGosu to be the ones pulling this one out, but as it starts, I mean, they're starting off not working out so well for them. Korok already with 2 deaths. Ouch.
Yeah, they went for a really aggressive start, but it just turned around on them because they were just too close to the tower, and both teams wanted to gank mid. And level 1 apparently Avenged, and then, well, the Enchantress was very far behind. If Enchantress is up there at the beginning and you got disconnected, so I'll just continue going through. If Enchantress was there at the beginning of that engagement, they would have gotten the kill and would have been able to back up, but she was so far back away. She was wanting to get a creep, and she was waiting for the respawn, but she wasn't able to get a creep in time, and so it got turned around on her. And Painted Gold in the middle lane, he's just farming away right now. Just gonna take a quick look at everything. So right now, Soyeon on Rikimaru. Oh, and there's gonna be an engagement down bottom. There's arrow lands right on top of ZZ right there. With the follow-up, the stun and damage is enough to get the kill. And it looks like Prophet's gonna just cancel TPs like 5 or 10 times.
Yeah, so finally that ward behind this tower is very well executed gank there. That's exactly what they need. They need to just keep picking them off like this and gain some levels for Croc, and then that'll get their offensive abilities up a little bit more. Once they get the Enchantress creep and they get some nuke levels on that Korok, they'll be able to win this lane again. But between the first blood and then them coming right back in and expecting them to win the lane when they had 2 levels down on that Riki, not really good for them. But oh, I forgot. You can. I don't even know why I'm trying to look at other people's items when I can just hit F5 and look at them that way.
Your Skype is really gone crazy.
Really dumb.
Yeah, it really has.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, guys. Between the servers and Skype messing up, I don't know. It's just a bad internet day, apparently.
Yeah, you are having issues, my friend.
Do we want to restart the call or something?
I think it's only you. Everyone else sounds fine. So you might just want to restart Skype.
I'll quit and rejoin. Yeah.
Alright, but in the meantime, it looks like we're going to be having another engagement down bottom. There are 4 skeletons with Blasted Magic down bottom, and she's wanting to set something up, but the courier's just staying right here. The arrow's going to be flying. It's going to be hitting Soyeon, but will they be able to follow up? The Troll Warlord is going to be trying to get the courier, but they're not going to be able to get the courier. And in the meantime, Vengeful Spirit goes down to the freeze, and the Blink Strike is going to be able to get Ricky Morrow into a safe place, and Blasted Magic is going to be kind of sad. Choosing to go for the courier rather than with the kill, I don't agree with that. Though the courier, if she had gotten it, would have been fantastic. But it just did not matter. And Fioron's going to be teleporting in. He's going to be trying to set something up. He does have the sprout, but he doesn't have enough mana to do anything. He's going to be doing 1 attack, 2 attacks. Is Soyeon going to be getting the kill? Soyeon is going to be getting the kill. 1 low slash, there it is. Solace comes down to get killed. Vengeful Spirit on Mikey. Mikey's down here. He's going to be tossing out the Magic Missile. Magic Missile is going to be enough damage. Or is it? It's going to need 1 more attack, 10 HP. 11 HP, 12 HP, and he's going to be getting the kill for Korok. Korok recovering just a little bit right there. And in the middle lane, a lot of harassment coming onto this tower, already being taken down a fourth of the way. And Malphus is going to be used on Smurfinae and Easy. And Smurfinae and Easy is going to be going down here. He's taking so much harassment. Is it going to be a trade? It is going to be a trade, 1 for 1. Both of them go down in the middle lane, and up top we have Euron TPing back in. So
still though, you have to give the advantage there. Not only because he got the kill first before, but also the fact that he got the kill on Storm Spirit, but also he still has Eidolon, so he's still able to farm the creeps and also do more damage to the tower. So I really like the way they're addressing the Storm Spirit middle. Is actually up top. Splash in a little bit of trouble there. Nature's Prophet canceled his teleport, but he's going to be coming in. Trees are trapping him, but he just can't get over there. Nice little power shot, get him out of the tree. So great job, Splash, getting out of that.
Yep, smooth plays done by Splash, but this bottom lane is going to be the center of all aggression. This is where I'm just going to keep on watching, because things are going to be happening 24/7. You have a Titan, you have a Crystal Maiden with a Ricky Morrow. Crystal Maiden with a Ricky Morrow is like a match made in heaven. You do that Frostbite and you put down that cloud, they are screwed. It's almost always a kill.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Enigma just has monster lead on this Storm Spirit. Level 7, almost level 8, while Storm Spirit's going to be picking up level 6 here shortly. They're going to grab an Invis at bottom. Enchantress Creep spies that one out. And now we're going to have Vengeful Spirit with an Invis dripping around, and maybe they might go for middle here. Storm Spirit is not level 6. I really would hope that they would go for that. Try and pick off the Storm Spirit before you can hit level 6. I think that's a really crucial marker. They're just delaying that a little bit more. Yeah, they know.
They know. Sentry's placed.
That's fine.
And Storm is also stacking the easy camp. So since he is having a rough time, what he's going to do is just stack this easy camp, walk over and put 2 stack remnants, and get right back into the game. That's one thing that's extraordinarily nice about being on the Radiant side.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I like the way that both teams got their 6-minute wards up right away. Sometimes you would occasionally see teams missing out on runes or getting ganked, all because they didn't get their wards up right away at that 6 minutes, or 5.5 or 6 minutes, wherever. And my ferret's
we have a TP in mid, and Solace is going to be doing the sprout. He's going to be using the ultimate. He's going to use the sprout. So that's the question. He still hasn't used the sprout, and the ultimate's going to bounce, but it's not going to hit Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit is going to be getting away, but Solace might be getting turned around on. Power shot lands, and the vortex, and this is a dead Solace.
Comes.
So the idea was there, ganking the Storm Spirit before he hits level 6. I think it was a really smart idea, but it did not play off whatsoever. They did not pop the Storm Spirit, and great counter. Windrunner hitting a huge shackle shot. Very well done. And now we're just gotta pause. Wait, yeah.
I don't know why he didn't do the sprouts. I don't know.
Yeah.
He had enough mana.
Yeah, I mean, Storm Spirit didn't have any trees, so I have no clue. We're gonna see now a regen on Storm. That's an awesome pickup. Yeah, Tight Hunter.
This is death.
Oh my goodness! And now he's gonna be able to pop this regen and get another kill easily. There he goes. There goes the regen, dodging arrows left and right. Good job. Really excellent use of that regen. Does get popped by an attack finally by Korak, but so they pick up 2 kills there. Really well done. 9-4 now in the favor of Hallyu. On top of that, they have the late game. You know, they have the Riki Maru, one of the hardest carries in the game right now, and or in the game period really. And that's great. I mean, we take that early game laning phase, and as long as you don't lose the mid game pushing phase too hard, you're gonna come in and you're gonna be able to lay the game as the late game long enough for Riki to finally come in and start carrying you for real.
Yep, and just taking a look at item picks, we have a bottle of boots on Storm Spirit. He was having a really rough early game, but it's going to be getting better because he's got stuff on the way. And let's just take a look. Treads, Soul Ring on Enigma, Lesset Magic just has boots. And it looks like Salsa is going to be going for the mechanism, and we have Malphus popping on top of Smurf and Easy, but he's just going to walk away from it, and he doesn't mind. He doesn't. And he went phase boots on Storm.
Yeah, they really need to get this Tide Hunter level 6 real quick here. I mean, all these little team fights that are going on, I think that's going to be a little notch helping out. If they can get it in the next minute or two and then force another fight around it, even just, you know, a little 2v2 or 3v3 fight, I think that's pretty much the best thing they could possibly do for them right now is just give up a little bit of experience to this Tide Hunter, have him hit level 6. Enigma ult also up. They do peck off the Riki finally with that Mirana combo. Great job. Unfortunately, did they pop smoke? I can't see what's what did they use on the Riki? They do have counter. Sorry, they have counter. I saw it.
Yeah, Riki lagged, so like he wasn't ready.
All right, up top, Fun is going to be pushing up top a little bit with Splash, hoping to get something. But down bottom, they take the tower, hoping to exchange towers is what it's looking like. But I think that they'll be able to defend top shortly. Rick going up there as well. On that Crystal Maiden, and Enchantress just jungling to her heart's extent.
Yeah, absolutely. There's nothing really to stop him at all. At this point, really, I mean, if Nature's Prophet is able to pick up the mech, once they start hitting that 20-minute mark, I mean, they're already taking down the tier 1 at bottom. They're going to take the tier 1 at middle now. If they can take that other tier 1 outer tower at top, and then by 20 minutes start taking on the tier 2s, I think they should be in pretty good shape, especially if they start getting the team fight items. Mech is going to be a great pickup, and they can have a pipe as well. That would be another pickup. Yeah, bottoms. No, that's Cloud is just doing work. Korak is just getting crushed. Then no more mana on Smurf. He's trying to bottle up. But now Arrow, can he hit the arrow? Oh, missing out, but it's going to take out that kill anyway. Smurf getting way too ballsy with that, and nice return kill by xGosu, moving in to help Korak as much as possible. Really well done. But unfortunately, Windrunner took the top tower, so he did pick that one up in exchange for the kill. So decent little exchange all around.
Well, they ended up exchanging 2 towers for that one, plus the kill, because they were working on top tower when they killed bot tower. And then they were still working on top tower when they took mid tower. And then during that engagement down there, they were still working on top tower. Spent a lot of time on that.
Yeah, it's true. It's not the best, but then also there's the fact that really they shouldn't be getting too many towers at this point. Really, you're not expecting the Radiant team to pick up too many towers. It's just going to be a lot of defensive plays. If they can get those towers, though, it's really helpful. Just like you said, they just can't lose too many heroes that way. Or too many towers as well. They're actually going to go for an early Roshan here. At Have you ever seen the Enigma solo Roche build?
I have not.
Pretty much it's
Necronomicon?
it sounds no, it's not even Necronomicon. It sounds exactly what it is. It's Enigma with a soul ring and 2 health potions, I believe, is all you need. And you're just able to spawn convert your conversions. And then you tank up, and then your conversions split, and then you back off, and they do damage, you heal up, and then you convert the conversions, etc., etc., etc. It takes a long time, but it's a nice little good way to sneak Roshan in. 3,000 gold on Enigma. Like, what is he going for? Is he going straight for BKB? He's just manning up and just, like, not buying any of the items? Like, what's going on there?
Well, he's wanting to get BKB just because Tidehunter and Storm Spirit and Ricky Maru could easily stop his ultimate, Tidehunter being the primary reason. So I think he is going straight BKB.
It's just my question is why. Oh, Arrow! Great job. They're going to be able to follow that up. Easily picking up that kill. Now Soyeon's going to try and pick off this Enigma. The question is it enough? He needs to turn around and just face the Riki. He had the heals of Enchantress. If he just turned around and faced it and dodged all that backstab damage, I think he would have been okay. Souls is now going to be teleporting out. Korok is taking a lot of damage. He's going to be able to... Oh, big Shackle Shot. Nice little swap, but it's not going to be enough with the Shackle Shot. Age is going to come back. And are they going to be able to turn around and pick off anything? They're not. Korok is going to try and chase, and maybe he get an arrow off, but really... I don't think anything's going to happen out of this. So they lose the Aegis. Really unfortunate, and they don't do a whole lot of damage to the Tier 2 tower. So all around, a really bad engagement for ex-Gosu.
Yeah, but it's getting better and better for the Dire. That really rough early game because the failed gank in mid is suddenly turning around in their favor. Like, they've got more farm, and they have more EXP right now, which is what's important for them. They really care about the EXP, so they can get those higher levels on Furion's ultimate, so that when Enigma does do the black holes, they have the ultimate to add up, and he goes Blink Dagger instead of BKB.
Yeah, he even bought the Ogre Club and decided against it, sold it. I was just surprised he had, like, normally... Like, especially in Enigma, with a Riki on the other team, like, you know, there's a potential for you to go down at any point. So you really need to buy those items before you die. So he lost a little bit, not too much, but because he died, I think it's pretty much the whole reason is because he died. He wants those items right now. They're ready to push right now, and I think he's deciding that BKB is going to take a little bit too long. He's going to go straight for the Blink Dagger, which if he gets the next initiation really well, Soyeon playing really far forward. They have no counters, though. Pretty ballsy, but they are going to pick up this kill. Maybe on Solus, they need a Blink Dagger. Gush, maybe anything. Gush, unfortunately, was down on Tidehunter, but they do a lot of damage to the Tier 1 tower. They just need to group up, heal up, and go for it again. Meanwhile, Storm Spirit is just farming away at bottom. He's now level 8 and just picked up Phase Boots? Okay.
He's had Phase Boots for a while.
And then what did he just pick up? I don't know. Well, maybe you just Bottle Crowed? I don't know. It's so frustrating using F5 in order to look at
items.
Looking at people.
You got a robe in the Magi.
Oh, really? That's it? That's what the courier brought him? That's
yep, you know there's a shop right there.
Yeah, whatever. Zoe Soyeon might actually be able to do a little damage. I'm surprised he didn't just try and hit Korok a couple times there, just to loosen him up for this future push. I mean, you know it's going to be coming in, and it's going to have a hard enough time defending it anyway. You're going to have to use everything. You have to have the Tidehunter ultimate. I can't see cooldowns, but I know it's not on cooldown. It hasn't been used in a while. And so,
ready.
What's that?
It's ready. Everything is ready.
Yeah. It's just going to be really hard. I mean, look how many creeps you're talking about. Just running through all that is so hard. Soyeon might be able to initiate here. Huge Shackle Shot on top of that. A big Ravage coming in. Nice Black Hole hitting 3 heroes. They're going to be able to pop the essay on top of Storm Spirit. He also goes down. Now Tidehunter's the only person left alive, and he's going to have to walk out of that one. And he does go down. Now Windrunner and CM are left, and ZZ Rick pops his ultimate in front of 4 heroes and goes down for it. And the final hero, Windrunner, goes down. Big Black Hole by Painted Gold. Lock it down. 3 heroes. They all died one by one, and then the 2 heroes, CM and Windrunner, faced their deaths rather bravely, but I would argue rather stupidly. That they weren't going to defend the tower anymore, especially right after that black hole. Just do what you can from afar and then run back, because as it stands right now, their tier 3 is going to take a little bit of chip. Fortunately, it's only 17 minutes in, and they can buy back, or it's not buy back. They're going to revive, and they're going to be able to defend it, but it's going to go down to at least half health.
Where's the party?
Nice, they're going to pick up Solus.
Down.
Good job.
Hi, Solus.
Mech almost on Windrunner, so it does look like Solus does have his mech and medallion already. On top of that, Enigma, I mean, like I said, just a good blink. I'm not sure if I finished my sentence, but because he went blink, if he just hits a good blink and they get a good team fight on top of the towers, he's just the money he invested into blink will then result into a profit of a BKB on top of it. So I think it was a really smart play. He really needed that next item for the team fight, absolutely, and I think it was a smart play him not going for BKB right away. Selling it.
Yeah. Oh, and looks like we have initiation in the middle lane. It's going to be a lot of damage right on top of Soyeon. Solus in the middle of that cloud. There's a lot of people in that cloud, and Solus looks like he's going to be going down. So it's 1-0 so far, and they're going to be getting the kill on someone.
Oh, dear, they don't have any. Oh, they're managed to counter.
There's the sentries.
Good job.
And they even placed a vision ward, and now they're going to be chasing Storm Spirit, and he's going to be teleporting, and they're going to get it.
That was a funny little visual glitch. I like that. All right. Well, let's see. We got drums being picked up by Korok. Anything else going picked up? I don't see a whole lot. So really, it's going to be so hard. They're going to take these outer tier 2 towers, and I think they learned from the last one that they can't really fight this anymore. They have to just try and pick up what farm they can. Maybe have the CM spam. Oh no, a big arrow on Splash, and they might be able to pick up this kill. A nice little power wand doing what he can, but they're turning around on this. Mikey, very, very low fun. Might go down here, pops the Ravage just before. They might be able to do some work, but there's no follow-up, no Soyeon with the cloud. Even Smurfin is coming in, but it's a way too late, and they're all 5 of them, even though all 5 of them get hit in a relatively small circle with a big Ravage. There's just not enough team follow-up. That could have been a big opportunity, but the rest of his team was not around, and the tier 2 tower goes down, and now the tier 3 tower is going to be threatened right away. They probably won't be able to take it, but they will be able to do some serious damage, and that's going to set them up just for the next one. Even Roshan is going to be up.
Tidehunter blew his ults in a bad situation, so they can't actually defend this very well. But a great Jackal can be getting both Mikey and Painted Gold, but I don't know if it's going to matter. And the smoke is up, and they're going to be getting the kill, and the polling is happening. And will they be able to get the kill on Painted Gold before he goes down? And they will. The freeze is going to be showing it, and a Black Hole going to be catching one hero, and it's going to be the death of Painted Gold, but they don't have vision. They don't have vision. And Painted Gold's going to blink away. Mirana has a monster kill right now, going to be able to get another kill. Diving a little bit far, but he's just going to walk a little bit back. They're going to focus the Rex, little by little.
Very well executed backup by Hallyu. They saw Enigma and they stunned him a little bit, and that was a great job. And then they were just able to back up when they knew once that silence was up, and the only person getting caught was CM, and that's perfect. I mean, preferably CM wouldn't have got caught at all, but if anyone's going to get caught, why not the support throwaway hero, right? So nice little defense. I mean, the tier 3 tower is down, and they are by no means they're just on a teetering. I mean, they lose one more team fight and lose the racks, and that's pretty much game. I mean, getting racks, the first set of racks that early, they can still fight back from, but it's going to be really hard because the farm from middle is going to be completely gimped. Creeps being harder to kill and also giving less gold. Normally in this sort of situation, you're looking to hopefully for the other team to take your first racks by like the 35-minute mark, and then you fight back and start winning by 40-45 minutes, and then start pressuring them by 50-55 minutes, all just depending on how the game goes. But this is just not working out for them so far. This early losing the racks is a really bad sign.
It's a very bad sign, especially against an Enigma and a Prophet. Because now that lane is fully exposed. Anytime they want, they can just pressure up this mid lane. As soon as Enigma has his ult up, he's going to go straight into that middle lane and enjoy his life. He's got BKB very shortly, I'm assuming. After that fight, he must have a lot of money. Yeah, he's 300 away from BKB.
Even Mirana's going to be able to pick up a Manta relatively soon. He already has Yasha plus Django, so, you know, the added effect, we haven't talked about it, but Mirana is a decent little semi-carry. He can carry into the late game somewhat. He's not the best. He you know, really, I think he teeters out about 45 minutes. You know, he's one of those heroes where once you start maxing him out, once he starts running out of room for items and he starts having to sell item for new items, that's when he's really fallen out of favor. It's because, you know, he just doesn't have any real skills that say, you know, that scale relatively well. unlike Riki. So, but with items, though, with the series gold advantage, he can be a significant carry all throughout the 35-40 minute mark. He's going to be doing some serious work with all the extra items he's going to have from not only team fight, but also the extra building gold. So that's going to be huge when he does pick up those items. Right now, he doesn't quite have them, but that's, fair enough. Enchantress with the first push stick on the team, I believe, and that's going to be very, very helpful against Riki. Any push sticks. Push sticks and Ghost Scepters. And I was about to say, earlier I was talking about Roshan. I wasn't paying attention to the time, but I knew it was soon. And they are going to start doing it now. And with double damage, really, it's a good opportunity. They might pick up ZZ Rick here. Can he get a Frostbite before he dies? He doesn't even get the Frostbite. He goes down to Korok with 4 hits. A gem on Vengeful Spirit also, by the way.
Yep.
And so they're already set to counter the... Yeah, this is really bad. They have the good items for it. Korok is building into a carry. Mikey has the counters right off the bat with Gem. And then they're already having their first push stick. So they're countering the Riki very, very well. And on top of Aegis, that just means the next team fight, which is all based around Rax, is going to go their way, hopefully. Things could go very, very wrong, though. You never know what happens. Riki's just trying to push top as much as possible, trying to gain what farm he can before he has to teleport in and force a team fight. Really, we saw a Tidehunter barely missing out on an arrow there. But what is Riki picking up? He does pick up his Diffusal. I'm not sure how long he's had that. I think he just picked it up.
Just got it.
Yeah, so that's going to be helpful and everything, but it's not going to be enough. He's still so incredibly squishy, and Venge at any point can swap him out and stun him and go on that ass. Nature's Prophet, they're just cleaning up the melee racks, and they're not even putting a fight. And I think they know they can. I think they just pretty much have to sacrifice the racks, especially with no tower up, and just hope that ex-Gosu backs up and gives them enough time to farm and get this Riki more items, because as it stands right now, they can't do anything. Oh, nice! Huge play by the Miranda's going to use the ultimate and then pop right back in. Big play. Black Hole not hitting any... Oh, it actually does catch the Storm Spear on the very edge. Nice little Ravage, but the BKB goes through. And now the Tidehunter is going to be going down here. ZZ Rick with a big ultimate. That was a nice little ultimate. Unfortunately, just doesn't do enough damage. 3 heroes down now. And when else we're going to see buybacks, where this is going to be the end of Halyu's team. They're going to be going down Storm Spirit, trying to teleport away. There he goes. Nice play. Arrow. Oh, barely gets out just in time. And now back at the base. Enigma versus Windrunner. Enigma's going to be backing off here. And there's just going to start threatening Tier 3 before Riki comes back up in 12 seconds. They're going to do a little bit of damage. They could even force the next fight, but I wouldn't advise it. They already have... The Ravage is down, sure, but Black Hole's down, BKB's down. No need to really throw yourselves at the team. Just on that off chance that you have some sort of misplay and, you lose a team fight or something. But they are going to go for it. Arrow's going to go down. It lands on the Riki. They're going to try and chop down on the Korok. Storm Spirit does go down. One more hit. Oh, Korok barely blinked out. Now the CM. Oh, nice swap. Huge swap, but Miranda's going to go down anyway. Aegis is going to be popped, and now he's going to come right back into the fight and kill this Riki. Storm Spirit buying back, trying to do what he can. Vengeful Spirit goes down. Solus is Shackle shot it to the dead Vengeful Spirit. Korok, one more hit. There he goes, but the Riki goes down in exchange. And now last hit Magic is trying to get out. Huge bush stick, but he goes down anyway to some AoE. And heroes buying back left and right. Korok, big blink stick coming out. Blink dagger coming out from Painted Gold. And now Korok is back in the fight.
I heard you like blink sticks.
Yep, I do. Now they're going to jump on this Storm Spirit, but unfortunately, actually, they might be able to pick this up with a blink. This is really ballsy. They're jumping right into the base. Arrow misses. Korok missing out on his arrow, which would have killed the Storm Spirit. Really unfortunate. And now they're just going to have to back off. Hopefully they don't get caught out here. It looks like they're going to be fine because they can't chase, because all the meanwhile, Nature's Prophet is going to be starting threatening the Tier 2 at bottom. And then rapidly the bottom racks, and with top racks almost dead here. They just need to really just take the racks. The tower is down, that's the important part. At bottom, Storm Spirit and Riki are going to be jumping in on nice push stick. Once again, Sol is trying to get out. Teleport! Oh, it does not get out. Wow, too good, and the backstep damage is going to rock his world. Korok coming in, he's being so aggressive. These two heroes both have full health, and he's just like thinking about it. He really wants to. But I think they really just need to group up. Let's just not get too ballsy and too aggressive. Just back up and approach this from a different angle,
Yeah. Hey, that was That was a pretty long engagement. They've just been doing anything they want. Korok's crew,
Yep.
ex-Gosu, man. They're showing that they are truly a team to be reckoned with. And Last Hit Magic,
Yeah.
Solids, Mikey, they're all fantastic players. They really are.
We have the Banta, of course, being picked up on Mirana. He's going to be going for the MKB right after that. We have another push stick on Solus, as we saw, worked very well. Well, I actually didn't save him, so it didn't work that well. What else do we have picked up? Diffusal, Storm Spirit's working on Orchid. Almost has it, actually. Just needs another Bolivian staff, and he'll be good to go. But other than that, not a whole lot of new items being picked up by either team.
Yeah, and I'm surprised that Venge doesn't have another gem.
I'm sorry. I thought there was something wrong there. That was the old Orchid where you had to do two of them. New Orchid, just two staffs, and then all he needs is the recipe, the 750 recipe. I was like, wait, something's off there. And that's what it is. He doesn't need 3 of them.
All right. And there's the Orchid of Malevolence.
Yay.
I love that thing.
Is very good. Mirana might get cut out here a little bit. Oh, nice little counter ward, spying that out.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to come right back in. They're going to start pressuring top, and Mirana's just going to sit here and make sure bottom lane doesn't go anywhere. He wants to keep it real pressured. And then after that, once his team gets a little bit closer, I'm sure he'll go and join them.
Apparently the Eidolons have a mind of their own.
They're evolving. They're going to become just like... They're going to become their own enigmas. That's how enigmas are born. With little conversions that grow up to be, they evolve into real enigmas. It looks like they are going to circle around here. They even drew a fancy arrow, just in case anybody was missing it, you know. They're like, hey guys, this is what we're going to do. Storm Spirit jumping in, they're going to grab the Vengeful Spirit, but is that going to be enough? They pop him, but now Painted Gold pops his BKB. He's going to try, he grabs the Tidehunter, and that is also a bad black hole, barely missing out on the CM. They're going to pick up that kill, and so nice, 2 kills being picked up. Can they grab anybody else here? They're chasing down in the Korok. If they can grab him, this will be a big play. Nice diffusal, Purge. They're going to do what work he can, but leaping over the forest. Oh, he gets latched to the tree anyway, but that is way too far away. They can't really chase him that far, so they do trade a CM in exchange for the Furion and Venge, so very well executed gank. Just going around, really just, I think the biggest part was the black hole only hitting the Tidehunter who already threw his Ravage.
Yeah, no one else walked into it. That black hole didn't really do anything. They didn't kill Tidehunter. The black hole was pretty much just there.
Yeah. But unfortunately, you're going to have to have like 3 more of those. Well, I would say actually more like 5 or 6 of those kind of fights, or like 2 or 3 wipes before the Radiant team is out of the woods right now. They are just teetering on the next edge, and really it's just really up to the Dire to execute a well-executed push and team fight, and they will have this game easily.
Yep, and Tidehunter finally getting enough HP to survive a single fight. He's at 1500 HP with a cloak, so he's happy about that, but Painted Gold working on that sheepstick or sacrifice, whichever one you prefer to call it. I prefer to call it the sheepstick. And everyone should know it as such.
Yeah. Yeah. You can bitch about Han terms or any like God forbid you use a league term. Yeah. No. You should never hate on the fact that what was it? 23 minutes is when the last Roshan was popped, somewhere around there. So they just need another minute and a half, I think.
Yep. Sounds about right.
Yeah, you should never bitch about a Dota 1 term being used. Because that's just classy. 23-36,
Azu, like, my good friend. He's a good friend. But look at the farm, just like 124 on Prophet, 130 on Painted Gold, 140 on Korok, and then the next highest is Windrunner at 124, 126. And Reiki at 106, like they don't have the farm to compete right now.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a 20,000 gold lead right now for the Dire. Obviously the CS is amazing. Gold per minute is pretty much all of them are above 300. Well, Enchantress and Venge are above 200, which is enough for them. That's all they care about. Over 200 on supports is good.
Yeah, and another gem picked up. by Vengeful Spirit.
Sweet. Enchantress would like a little bit more farm because she's going to be, when it starts going into this end game, she's going to be sort of semi-carrying with this Mirana if it ever gets that late with Aghanims. She's going to be outputting a lot of, she's that glass cannon, just kind of like Mirana is, but a little bit less so. She's going to be outputting a lot of damage, but very, very squishy. Same goes even with Nature's Prophet. Those 3 heroes are going to be trying to do a lot of auto-attacking damage. But all 3 of them are rather squishy. So it puts them in a place where, especially right now while they're waiting around for Roshan, if they were to ever get picked at this point, it could be kind of bad. Because if the Radiants start taking control of the map again, that's just the beginning of the end. Now, by no means is that going to happen anytime soon. You really need... They should want to turtle. They should want to get a pick here and delay the game as much as possible and hopefully defend their their second set of racks. But they're really hoping for this game to go another 20-25 minutes. I mean, the later the better, obviously. But right now they're spying out. They're trying to pick off a Roshan attempt with the smoke. I love the use of Storm Spirit Remnants. Giving that much vision is just ridiculous. Look at him. He's even going up onto the cliff and putting it up there. That's ridiculous.
Yep, and there's no way for them to see that up there. They don't have.
Yeah, and they have to defend top.
Yep,
they have to.
Oh, Venge, run, Venge. Oh, that's sad.
They gotta abandon this. CM is gonna be able to defend only so much if Furion stays there and chooses to take the racks in exchange for whatever team fight happens here. But maybe it's gonna pay off if they can pick off the Roshan as well and pick up the Aegis. Maybe. CM's looks like he's doing a decent job stopping this Furion push with what he can. It's just, look at it. It's getting low. I like what they're doing here. This is a pretty ballsy move right now. They're just going to wait for it to get low, jump on them, pick off the weak heroes, pick up the Aegis, pick up the Roshan, and then just kill them. Oh, Storm Spirit now attacking. They're going to have to go in right now. Storm Spirit revealing himself. They do pick up that kill. Aegis, Gem actually goes down. Nice. Black Hole on 2 heroes now, and they pop the Podum ulti, and they're going to try and clean this up. Storm Spirit doing a lot of damage to this Korok and Enchantress. They're both going to go down now, and now Furion and Painted Gold, they're going to have to run away. Push stick, nice job. Executed. And they're going to have to, looks like they are going to pick up the Aegis here. Big plays by Hallyu. Crystal Main successfully defending top, and they're going to pick up the Aegis here. That was a huge play by Team Hallyu.
Yeah, but these lanes are getting pressured and being more pressured, but they defended. Korok was misstepped, and now Ricky, he's got that Diffusal Blade, he's got the Aegis on top of it, and with his, he's got the best, some of the best scaling per points of agility in the game, so he's hitting really, really hard.
Absolutely. I mean, what happened? It went all perfect, pretty much. CM was able to defend the tower. Nature's Prophet didn't try and push and do some auto attacking on it, so the creeps don't do enough to any matter. It just regens past that. And sorry, hearing noises in my apartment.
Anything but that.
I know, no, that was just my cousin. He has the keys to the apartment. I was like, who the hell's in my apartment? Anyway, and the bottom tower didn't take any damage. They finished up the fight. They picked up Roshan, and Winter was there by the time that the tower was going to take a whole bunch of damage from creeps. So they were perfectly fine. And so everything went their way with that team fight. And now, ex-Gosu, what they used to have was just this really tight lead on this game, where if they executed a perfect fight for them, if it didn't really matter what the Radiant did, as long as they executed what they needed to perfectly, they would have won the game. It was their game to throw. And Dota is a game all about throwing. You have 5 heroes doing 5 different things, and there's 5 different a billion mistakes that each player can make. And that's what makes Dota so great, is you rarely see perfect plays. And that's what makes it so rare, and that's why teams can come back. And right now, they're going to go ahead and regroup and just push in this top tower. They even have the Wolf going to help them out with the Command Aura. And, they have to try and take this. Once they take the second set of racks, then they'll be in a much comfortable position. But right now, they're feeling a little bit of choke there, a little bit of scariness. Just because Ricky is just so dangerous once he gets items. He already has Diffusal Blade. He actually only has still level 1 and only an Ultimate Orb. So he still doesn't have a whole lot of items, but he doesn't need a whole lot of items to start turning games around.
Yeah, but Mirana's getting closer and closer to that MKB, only being around 800 away now. So once she gets that, Cloud doesn't affect her anymore. Like, she'll be silenced, but she'll be able to attack.
Right,
and she'll be hitting harder as well. And the mini stun procs are very nice.
Yeah, that pickup is, I like that. That's very, very smart, and that just means that Riki goes from being invincible on Cloud pretty much and of course smart, he's just going to target him. So Riki's no longer to have that invulnerability in his Cloud. So this next team fight is going to be huge, and I like the way that xGosu isn't freaking out about time. I mean, it's 38 minutes in. That's pretty late. But they're not freaking out about it whatsoever. Yeah, this is the best one. All the Pro League games are a best of one because it's just sort of a roundhouse. Everyone plays another. Anyway. So yeah, I like the way they're waiting until that form. They are not freaking out about anything. They're just gonna keep going and farm up the extra items that they need, and then force this next team fight. They're gonna have Aghanims on Enchantress. What other items are going to be picked? Scythe of Ice on Enigma. I'm not sure if we called that one out.
No, he just picked it up.
Nice.
Yep. We got our utility, Nature's Prophet. We have Force Staff, Jenga. He's got Drums of Endurance, Mechanism, Medallion, and probably going to be working on Scythe of Ice next, but he's just pure utility. Anything he can do.
Right? That's hilarious. I like it.
I like it. But Enigma being like the farmer of this game, being at 393, but Korok, 471 GPM, already has his Manta, has his MKB now, so they might want to try to force a push now. It looks like they're grouping up, and they might be using the smoke pretty soon. And there's the smoke. They're going in. They're smoked.
Alright, so it looks like they may bait out Korok a little bit. Korok is the only one who's not smoked at this point.
That's right.
So they might just sit behind a little bit, especially with the Blink Daggers that they have and the swap from Vengeful Spirit. They can bait Korok out, blink in with the Black Hole, or swap Korok out if necessary. And he'll come right back in and do a lot of damage on top of the Black Hole, BKB as well. So they have a guaranteed disable for quite some time. Nothing can really stop them.
Yeah, but I'm wanting to see how this fight's going to roll out because of that MKB. Like, will it be a lot better for them? Will it be worse? Well, because they have the A-Gates and they're against Cheese as well now. Like, there's a lot that is going to be happening in this fight.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be very hard to gauge.
5 smokes down bottom.
Yeah, if they can catch him off guard here, if they can get the height advantage here and drop down on him, this could be huge. They do have a counter ward, so they're going to have a split-second notice possibly of when they're coming through. And they're moving away. Oh, it's really unfortunate. If they've been able to get the drop on him right there, that would have been huge.
But they saw.
Yeah, but now they're seen, and what could have been just a few seconds earlier, maybe a little bit faster, would have been a huge play. But now they're going to have to back off, defend middle. Tidehunter is already there, in position to help defend the towers. xGosu knows that if they lose this next team fight, they're just going to have to fight and fight and fight in order to come back. It's going to be very hard for them. But at the same time, they win this next team fight, and that's game.
Yeah.
So even if they lose this one, it's going to be hard, but they can still come back. If they win it, though, they won the game, no matter what.
Pretty much. So they'll be able to double racks, and they'll just rotate straight to bot or go for the end game. All the lanes are pushing with Furion's ultimate being used, and they're just going to turtle this out a little bit. They're going to force the other team just to constantly defend, push up all these lanes, get a little bit more poke damage done on these racks, and just constantly just try to catch one out and then push in.
All right, well, sounds good. Sorry.
No worries.
Viral stuff. Oh, man. What time is it? What time is it? 3 o'clock? I've been casting since 8. It's not the most I've ever casted. Like, I casted 12 hours once.
Yeah.
I was exhausted
I remember in our meeting when everyone started being like, oh, I can cast 20 hours. 6 years.
It's the caster's EP that he just kind of flops it out there on the table and is like, I've casted for this long.
I know.
But the only reason I'm playing about it is my throat kind of hurts. I don't know. I'm getting sort of that when you talk too much and you start, it almost feels like a sore throat, sort of colds. But I think it's just, yeah, hopefully it's not gonorrhea. I mean, I did go down on that stripper the other day, but you know, it couldn't be helped.
I
Victim
never
of my
asked you if
environment.
you liked that guy, that stripper you got. You said he was pretty nice.
Fuck you. You kind of stumbled there for a second, and I was like, "Wait, what is he? What is he implying?" And then it kind of hit me, guy. Fuck you.
You would want to, wouldn't you? Wow.
Maybe I would. Maybe I would.
Oh,
But you'd be the bitch. You'd be the bitch in this relationship. I'm just saying. I am the main caster. You're just my co. Yeah. All right, we're pitching to see. Oh, Korok leaping away. The arrow, I believe the arrow launched at the exact same time, and then it hit Storm Spirit. A Storm Spirit already very, very low. Look at the illusions from Manta just doing work. Now he's going to be able to pop ZZ Rick. ZZ Rick getting way too ballsy. The rest of his team actually almost killed Korok with his ultimate. Big ultimate black hole. Hitting 3 heroes. What a play. No, 2 heroes actually. Storm Spirit's in the mix now with a BKB. And Soyeon does go down. There's their main source of damage. And now Smurfin is going to have to back up. Aghanims on Enchantress is doing some work. Furion teleporting in. He's going to try and catch Splash with such low health. He gets maybe a counter kill. He does pick that up. But if he trades himself for Splash, this might be worth it. He does. Now Furion's going to be able to buy back. I like that. Very smart play by Furion. Sacrificing himself in order to ensure they kill another person, Windrunner. And knowing that he can buy back and just teleport right back in once it's off cooldown. And as it stands right now, it's 5v3. CM's going to be up shortly. Actually, if they can pick up this Tidehunter, it'll be back to 5v3 once again. Tidehunter needs to be able to get out. Shackle shot does not land. And now the Enchantress, one more hit. Is it going to land? He's trying to hide in the... Oh, nice try. He tried to kill him. It's a little cubby hole. Swamp goes down on Splash, and they're trying to jump on this. But once again, they're not taking down the Rax. There's a lot of fighting. Rax is almost dead, but they do pick up the Storm Spirit, so this is going to pay off for them. Splash is going to have to back up. They do take him down. Riki's the only person who's going to be left now, reviving right now, but it doesn't matter. 2 Rax down. GG being called. And that's going to be the end. xGosu taking the first American Prodota2 Pro League game versus Hallyu. Fun game.
It was really well
Much
played by
closer than
xGosu.
games of casting.
Yes.
Radiant's middle tower
Much
has
closer.
fallen.
All right.
Radiant's ancient is under attack.
All right. Hey guys, I'll give a shout out to Azu. Thanks to him. Shout out to Holy for the win as well. We're gonna don't go anywhere. We're gonna be doing Skill Difference versus Potom Bottom right after this. I'm not sure if they're ready right away. I'm sure they are. So we're gonna go right into that one. But for the VOD, we're gonna go ahead and close this one out. I was the Capitalist. With me today was Scissor Lord. And we'll see you guys next time.